Hello everybody, welcome back to the Saturday update, and we are, well, it's a beautiful morning so far, but there are clouds threatening in the distance, and the strange man on the radio kept talking about rain for days. So I'm thinking if I'm going to get any chores done, I had better get on it. Therefore, you're coming with me. That said, because I can, I'm starting on the lawnmower again. I'm going to go do that back section by the field and test the theory that if I go a little slower with the mower, it'll actually cut nice and smooth. Because I was running around last night around twilight kind of looking at the yard, and where I went at a steady pace and the lawnmower wasn't like really overworking, everything's pretty smooth, pretty level. It actually cut the center strip. So I figure instead of on 4, which was probably a little fast for that tall grass, maybe I'll try it on 2 back there and see if I can't get a cleaner cut. So yeah, we're gonna start there. Hopefully I'll get some more tomatoes into buckets, and I just don't know what else is planned for the day. So stick around and we will find out together. I did go down to the co-op this morning, grab myself a 2.5 gallon jerry can, which apparently was 12 bucks, and it was also like $12.50 to fill it. So I'm a whopping $24.50 invested into this lawnmower, but the thing only holds like 1 gallon of fuel, so I've got 2.5 fills there. Should be more than enough to do the property several times, so awesome, I'm good to go. One of those only in Strathclair moments yesterday, I ended up driving that lawnmower down to the gas station because I wanted to find out exactly how much fuel it would hold, and it turns out it holds like, seriously, maybe a spit over a gallon, just over 4 liters. So that's really not too bad. The sad part is the lawnmower ran out of gas like 50 steps before the pump. It was ridiculous. And then I started pushing the thing and I realized if I had pushed it all the way, I would have gotten there faster. But still, it's about the adventure, isn't it? So yes, off to check its fuel and mow what I refer to as the back 40, even though it ain't our acreage. So yes, here we go. So far today, I have learned I definitely need earplugs and or to find my MP3 player. I've also learned that, yeah, this thing is pretty efficient. I brought it back up to the garage because I thought it would need fuel by now, but it's only gone through about half a gallon, I'd say, since I've been playing today. I'm actually going to fill that up so I don't need to be too worried about it. I'm going to let this rest in the shade while we take a look at what I've just been putting it through. And I have to say, I mean, on one hand, I guess if somebody got a new riding lawnmower, then sure, throw this away, but it works. Why throw it away? I don't understand why they didn't just proper sell it, but I will gladly benefit from their kindness. This is awesome. This is working out really well. Shifting on the fly is kind of an interesting thing. And does anybody, like maybe Rev or Troll, know what this knob is for? That would be great. Doesn't seem to be connected to much of anything, so I'm at a loss there. Anyway, let's go take a look in the back. So I've gotten a little bit more of this back patch done. I've been kind of testing, well, basically steering capabilities. Turns out I can fit through here pretty easy. Did 2 swipes through there. Haven't tried that gap yet. Not quite sure if that'll work. Came through here, so that's not too bad. And discovered that this thing's got enough power to push over and chop up some small trees. But things about this size will stop it, as it turns out. I've been barreling through here. I've got a lot more cleanup to do still. But like I say, I figured with as much effort as I'd put into this, gas must be done. But I mowed fairways down that way, spin. I mowed all the way up to the neighbor's place where they've got it done. And then I've kind of been slowly working on this with the deck up and then the deck down for the second run. And yeah, it's clogging up. The mower's something fierce because I've got this wicked hay development going on. Like you can kind of see how thick that is. Need to get one of those drag along sweepers. You know, accessorize my new toy, basically. But I've got a whole lot of this done. Have a little break, get myself some water, like I said, let the lawnmower cool off a little bit. Then I come back, probably grab the chainsaw, finish cutting up that branch while I'm working out here. I think today's chore day is back 40 chores. Which is good, because I mean, really, I think this is technically part of our yard, and I really haven't done much with it. So, yes, cleaning it up will definitely make it easier to redo that crappy old fence one day too. So, yes, gotta find our actual property lines and then build a proper fence. All things in time, right? Like, people are, why are you so worried about a fence? You live in the middle of the country. And it's like, you know what? It's got nothing to do with security. It's so my dog knows where the edge of the property is and he doesn't go wandering off without me. And I just want to have my property defined, you know? Plus, with fences, you've got something you can grow up against. They can bank a little heat. There are lots of reasons to have a fence that have nothing to do with blocking out your neighbors or, you know, being a dick or security or any of that stuff. Anywho, yes, I guess I need the chainsaw. Well, less than a battery to clean up what was hanging in my way. Cut down a couple other trees that were gonna be in my way shortly. And now, I got a nice line of sight. All the way over to the tower. Way up there, where the other end of my internet is. If anything, I am gonna need to cut down this one forward tree in the future, but I don't really feel like doing that today. So when it becomes a problem, then I'll take it down. Or possibly this fall once they bring in the canola, because then I can just drop it on the field, clean it up, no big deal. Anywho, got the mower back. I want to finish cleaning up this area here. Still think it's got a lot of potential for a picnic table. Oh, and I wanted to show you, while I'm back here with the camera, this is where I harvested my little fence line of raspberry plants from. They're growing all over the place back here. There's a lot of other things mixed in with them, of course. But I'm figuring one of the squirrels buried a thing of berries some time ago, or a previous owner just tossed them over the fence when they went bad or something, and they decided to grow. So, yeah, another reason to be nice to be able to get in here. Get a few more of them, plant another line of raspberries along another fence. You can never have too many raspberries, in my opinion. That and aren't little tiny seeds full of, what is it, B17, supposed to be really good for you? I don't know about that. That's just Facebook health rumors, but got some cleanup I need to do in there with the chainsaw too, don't I? Anyway, I need to take down the tall grasses first. First things first, stay focused, Mr. Bear. So that old lawnmower is on a take a break. I just crawled under it and felt the blades, which are in fact pretty darn dull. I'm positive we have sharper butter knives in the drawer, but look at that. Look at that. Still not completely finished the area that I wanted to do, but it's definitely coming along. So one thing I'm noticing is in the really deep grasses, it's almost better for me to go forward and then back up over it again. It kind of knocks the stalks back upwards. There's a lot of them here that I haven't gotten, but at the same time, there's an awful lot of cut hay out here too, so I don't know, if I was looking to build myself a grass clippings pile, raking out here might not be a bad idea. However, I have no intention of doing that. Wouldn't mind getting one of those sweepers that goes along behind this thing though. Managed to drive up in amongst the trees there, clean out a fair bit of that. Should probably attack that from the other side with our regular lawnmower. So we've got a gate just in there. And then we can walk through and actually enjoy this space. Like I said, I want to get the rest of this done before the rain starts, if indeed it is going to start today. I mean, technically our yard ends somewhere in the neighborhood of here-ish. But, yeah, neighbors are all pretty nice here, so I don't mind going for that little bit extra of a ride. Once I'm done today, though, I definitely think I'm going to find a way to crawl under that mower, take those blades off, and give them a good sharpening, because I think that'll make this go a lot better. Sure does with that electric mower anyway. Biggest problem with that is that I like to use an angle grinder for that ever since my time up at the machine shop, but unfortunately my angle grinder doesn't have a handle, so it's a little bit of a at-risk device. Wouldn't mind picking up a new one, but can't do that right now. So I don't know, maybe I'll bomb down to the co-op and see how much a new cheap angle grinder would be. It's not like I need anything fancy just to sharpen up mower blades and chipper blades and such, you know? We'll see. But even at the price of a jerry can, because I didn't have one, and I don't know, we'll budget what, 50 bucks for an angle grinder, plus the $12.50 in gas. I'm still only $75 into this riding mower, if I get that grinder to sharpen the blades. And I gotta say, it's worth every penny. I'm gonna have to come through here with the chainsaw, take care of some of these smaller trees, because I'd like to be able to keep this nice and clean. But this is the prettiest this area has looked since we moved here. Probably since before we moved here. But, one more path through here, I'm pretty sure it'll fit. So that'll look a little bit nicer. Yeah, and I'll whack away at these trees while the blades are still kind of dull. So that'll be good, that'll be good. Might want to get rid of these bushes here, just so I can keep this cleaner. I think these are just choke cherries, so I'm not terribly concerned with their well-being. In the future, I may put some sort of fruiting bushes out here. You know, go with the picnic table and the raspberries over there, right? But we shall see, because there's so much overspray from the field. I just don't know. Kind of leaving this as a green belt and doing, you know, trees to block it. And maybe some nice straight trees to block some of that snow would be nice, but then it blocks my internet, so I just don't know. Here's an interesting giggle. I wonder if I can get this thing up on those old ramps that I found in the junk pile. They seem sturdy enough, but the Jeep tires are too wide for me to use them on our actual vehicle. However, if I could roll this sucker onto them, make it a little easier for me to get under there and take those blades off. I'm sure there is a real simple way to do that though, which is kind of why I'm mentioning it now, just in case anybody knows that simple way and feels like sharing. Anywho, I'm going to top up the tank here again, take another crack at that back field, and get back to you. Well, everybody, there was an incident. I lost the beadwork on my hat to a tree, but I think that's where I'm going to wrap it up today. So it's just another day playing with the mower, really. And I don't even feel bad about that. I got that whole back 40 cut. I feel great about it. The the hay out there is pretty deep, though. I probably should rake it up. But a few more mows, you know, like one a month will be just fine back there, I'm sure. And yeah, the rain has started, so I won't be adding any more tomatoes to the grove today, but at least they'll be watered. So yeah, tomorrow is Sunday, so we all know what that means. We'll be taking a look at absolutely everything growing on around here, and I will see you then. Don't forget, you'll want a coffee for that.